Good evening, everybody. Today, I would like to discuss a very important topic, which is nothing but sleep hygiene. Sleep is very important, as we know. It is important for maintaining a proper physical and mental health. Now, when do we say that a patient does or a person does not have a good sleep hygiene, or we say that sleep hygiene is poor? He should have either initial insomnia, that is, patient or person finds difficulty in getting to start the sleep, or person finds sleep disturbance in between, or person has daytime sleepiness because he didn't have an effective sleep in the night. Now, what are the techniques which we can use to ensure a sound or adequate sleep? It is broadly can be divided into two categories. One is modifying the environment or ambience, and the second thing is doing some routine activities which can ensure an adequate sleep. Point number one, we should fix the time of getting up. So the wake up time should be fixed, whether it is weekends or weekdays, whatever it may be. Point number two, we should always prioritize sleep. Even if we have any urgent work to do, whether it is job related, studies, whatever it may be, we should always give importance to sleep. We should prioritize sleep. Point number three, we should fix the time of going to bed. It should be dependent on the wake up time. Say we should have an adequate sleep of about 7 hours. So wake up time is 5 a.m. means we should fix the sleep or bedtime at 10 p.m. Point number four, we should follow a regular chronological event or routine activity before going to bed. For example, 2 or 3 steps. Example, wearing the pajamas, brushing the teeth, or saying the prayers and then going to bed. The idea is it will ensure that the body and the mind it has got primed or it is reinforced to go to sleep. Point number 5, avoid taking naps in late afternoon, and if required we can take it in the early afternoon. Then point number 6, avoid using gadgets like electronic devices, mobile devices, laptops, iPads, etc. just before going to sleep, say up to 30 minutes before sleep. This is because of 2 reasons. One is due to the light entry, melatonin hormone will decrease. Melatonin hormone is essential for having an adequate sleep. Secondly, the mind will get stimulated and then we will find difficulty in going to sleep. Another problem of using mobile devices is there is a vicious cycle happening. Some people think that not getting the sleep, it is better to look into some videos, then we can fall asleep fast. But it's a wrong notion. It's a vicious cycle. You won't fall asleep, you go to the mobile devices, again the sleep gets disturbed, again going to the mobile devices, the cycle goes on. So the next point is you should avoid light entry into the room, whether it is bed lamp or whatever it is. It is again causing a decrease in the production of the melatonin hormone. It is important in having an adequate sleep. Next point is we should do some regular daytime exercise or even sunlight exposure, which is very important in having an adequate sleep during that night. Next point is avoid using certain psychoactive substances like smoking, cigarettes, or having other stimulants like caffeine, for example coffee late in the night. All these are stimulants. They will hinder the ability to fall asleep. Next point is we should always use bed only for sleeping or say having sexual intercourse. We should avoid using it for writing or doing some work or whatever it may be. The reason is our mind should be primed or should understand that if we are going to bed, it is for going to sleep. So in that way we will fall asleep faster. Another thing to remember is you should ensure a proper ambience of the room, whether it is noise reduction, using a comfortable pillow or mattress, or we should also set the temperature of the room to be comfortable. It should be cool. Now another point to be remembered is we should have only light meals, and it should not be heavy meal. It should be taken before 8 p.m. so that the dining should be done before 8 p.m. so that digestion is complete and then we can go to bed easily. So hope you understood some points of sleep hygiene. Until we see next time with another topic, it's Dr. Hasusai signing off. Thank you. Take care.